Author's note. My diagnosis and surgery for pancreatic cancer was at the beginning of 2020. Chemo and the basics kept me busy through most of that year. Chemo is over, recovery ongoing. The beginnings of this journal came from two directions. 1. As part of the recovery process, I started walking, and short poems on what I was observing began to take shape in my head. 2. As I recovered, I began feeling a need to take up drawing again after over 30 years of digital image making. I felt the need for the touch and feel of traditional materials. Pencil on paper. Making a mark seemed to prove something a digital file couldn't. So, 1 and 1 equals 2, and this is the end result. I wasn't going to make any cancer-related artwork, but cancer can be all-consuming. The result being this journal of illustrations and writings, observations of the changing seasons, through the lens of climate change, the effects of surgery and coping with the many psychological and physical aspects of cancer survival. The journal covers observations from the late fall of 2021 through the late fall of 2022, and illustrations suggested by the writings. All illustrations and writings are original. Some of the illustrations are influenced by other works of art. I have noted the source materials where possible. Thanks for taking a look. '60. Endless Sky, 2. Endless sky, thrumming. Crow flying on damaged wing. Silence, like nightfall. 61. The Water Strider. The pond this morning is a blue mirror. The thin surface membrane, where water meets the air, is broken by the water strider's dimpling steps, like surgical staple scars along the surface. A jumping brown trout erases the moment. 62. Milkweed papoose. Milkweed pods, purpling under lessened days. The caterpillars, bronze snails, and others, devouring its leaves, enjoying their last suppers. Their eat-be-eaten dinner ending in tapered pods, twisting tight round themselves on tibia stems. Pointy jester hats. Atop the now bare stalks, triumphantly poised, preparing to meet the autumn wind. 63. Untitled. Life unfolds. An origami crane made from 1,000 lines of internet-driven prions. 64. DNA. There is a coiled energy, frenzied last meal mosquitoes, circling above the blooming ragweed. Swatting, I stop walking, rubbing my eyes, wiping my nose. Superheated rain squeezed from an ochre haze, a Blade Runner drizzle, falls with that late September smell, the smell, a mix of future and forgotten primeval needs. The woodsman calculating the coming season, stacks his labor against the winter wall. 65. One sonnet on naming. Awakened in the middle of the night, wondering if survivor is the word, to question the meaning of war and fight. The thin red line between me and it, blurred. Can I think the deep forest from the tree? Military slang of staying alive, with data points straining of what can be, is that enough then, even to survive? After the dry summer, a gentle rain, the crackled earth, thirsty, will gladly take. The violent storm, A flooded terrain will do nothing less, nothing more, than make violence in the mind, body, land and shore. May we find better terms than fight and war. 66. Ode to Fungal Tar Spot. Autumnal, crisp breeze. Drab, olive sky, holds the chill. Dark stars, surfacing. '67. Untitled. Pond's quiet reflection. Soft rain wrung from sweating sky. Harvest moon. Scattered. 68. The unknown. I must listen carefully to say goodbye. Sleigh. Glue. Bye, I thought you said. I wanted to hear, not goodbye, but an instruction. To say goodbye, you must listen closely to each day's passage. The cliché, tomorrow never comes, an implication that yesterday never leaves, and all the goodbyes pile upon us. You must listen carefully to say goodbye, to hear the one you need. To pull that thread. You thought I said, but could not.